What's up? It's Elle from the Lazy Girl, where we talk about all things movie and TV. And today we are getting into episode 3 of Hawkeye. Yeah. That's everybody's supposed to be excited. So first and foremost, go ahead and subscribe. Click the button. It's around here somewhere. Click it and click the bell. Okay, so now let's get into episode 3. So first of all, I think his name is Sean McLaren, okay, is William Lopez, and he is also in the Tracksuit Mafia. Okay, first of all, this man's been in everything. Only thing I can really remember him from is Reservation Dogs and Longmire. And that's enough. That's enough to let you know that he is an amazing actor. And we also have Alakua Cox. She plays Maya, who is also Echo. Okay, now the Echo might ring some bells because Disney just announced that we are going to be getting an Echo TV series. Okay, so Echo is all up and through this episode. You can say that this is her episode, and yes, that was Echo at the end of episode 2 when she shooed somebody away. That's her. Now, first and foremost, if y'all have never ever read a comic book in your life, Echo is deaf in Hawkeye. Okay, she is deaf. She cannot hear anything. She can read lips though. Okay, and she can sign her little butt off. Don't know if she's doing ASL or ESL, but she's in there signing her life away. And I actually like that they have that in this series because, representation. I feel like A Quiet Place really helped to kind of catapult the deaf community into the spotlight and let them know hey, yeah, we can also do this. Now, I don't know if she's deaf in real life, but I do like the fact that they had this on this TV show. Now, Maya saw Ronan kill her dad, all right? And that is why she is in the Tracksuit Mafia. Well, that's not why. She was kind of born up in the Tracksuit Mafia. That's her whole life. Now, she don't know Ronan is Hawkeye, though, okay? She asked this man what happened to Ronan, and he was like, Ronan's dead. And she's like, how you know? And he's like, I saw it happen. She said, who did it? He said, Black Widow. She said, isn't that convenient? Black Widow is dead, and Ronan is dead, and no one else can confirm this but you, Hawkeye. But also, he is Ronan. So it kind of felt like he was playing in her face, which he was, and I did not appreciate that. And hopefully they get into that background, because tell me why she knows you, Clint Barton. Tell me why she knows you are Hawkeye. I need some answers. After you got done taking out Tracksuit Mafia, did you go ahead and go to the little girl? Well, she was a whole teenager. Did you go over to her oh my God, what happened? Something happened for you to have done that. Now, they are strapped. As they're doing all this talking, they are strapped to those little 25-cent to ride toy ride games that you see outside of a grocery store. Literally trapped. They just keep putting coins in it and making them ride them little toys. Who does that to somebody? It feels like torture. But it was hilarious to see Clint riding on that toy with the most serious face, just I know he was mad. So, anyway, Echo / Maya, is mad that Ronan has kind of come back, and they feeling oh, hey, one of y'all's Ronan. It's either Kate or it's either you. Pretty sure it's Kate. And he's like, nah, that's not Kate. And she's like, look, I don't believe y'all. So Clint escapes, okay, and he goes at it with Maya. She breaks his hearing aid because she's rude, and she told him he relies too much on technology. But honestly, he did quite fine once she took the hearing aid out too. So I don't know. Maybe it was just muscle memory. I don't know. But him jumping in that ball pit took me back to being 5 years old at Chuck E. Cheese, okay? I remember being in the ball pit. Oh, no one can see me. No one can see me. Having the time of my life, okay? The time of my life in a ball pit. Now, maybe he wasn't having fun in the episode because he popped out with arrows, But obviously, I was sad. I said, I need to go get a ball pit stat. I'm going to go get a kiddie pool. I'm going to buy a bunch of little plastic balls, okay? I'm going to swim around in it. Now, might not be a bunch of swimming because I'm a bigger person now, but there will be the same amount of joy that there was initially when I was 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not sure if I went to Chuck E. Cheese when I was 9. If I did, I definitely didn't get in the ball pit. But the child joy will be there. Anyway, after he pops out of that ball pit, he gets them all free. But obviously, they're trying to escape, and he doesn't have a hearing aid. And he says to Kate, hey, yo, you gonna have to drive. I can't hear nothing. And in the end, he ended up driving. And it's funny because Maya, there was never a doubt in her mind that she was driving her own car. She hopped in that driver's seat like she could hear people honking and beeping. Like, it didn't matter. Okay, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm taking them out. And all of the arrows that Clint had were cool. But let's talk about the coolest arrow that he had. Okay, when he gave Kate the arrow and told her to shoot up, and then he shoots. I just want to do this. I just want to do this. He shoots, boom. Oh wait, shoots, boom. I don't know which thing lets go. He shoots out Pym particles, and he makes a huge arrow. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We have the biggest arrow in the history of arrows. This is better than any arrow Green Arrow has ever had. And it just, boom, falls on the bridge. Okay. And obviously that was the best part of the second best part. Because the first best part was the ball pit. Okay. But that Pym particle arrow was amazing. And I wish Pym particles were real. I wish I was an archer so that I too could make a huge Pym particle arrow. I'm talking about Big Zant Man when he's big. That's what I want out of my life. Anyway, so after they do all of that, land a whole big old arrow on the bridge, they finally get away. They finally get away. Then after all of that, though, they kind of made me cry. They kind of made me cry in the show. Because somebody calls his phone and he doesn't have the hearing aid still. And so he's like thinking it's his wife. He's like, oh, hey, honey, I can't really, can you text me? And Kate comes over, like, writes on a piece of paper, it's a little boy. And then he tries to communicate with him. And I can't talk about it now because I'm definitely going to cry. But him talking to his son with that hearing aid and Kate having to write everything down. I'm like, oh no, the life is flashing. Oh no. So if you know anybody that has a hearing aid that's hard of hearing, go ahead and give him a hug right now. Because life is difficult for him. Okay, and I like that they put that in there. The difficulties of life, the difficulties of being hard of hearing when you were previously hearing. Okay. That man could hear all the way up until he clearly has no hearing in one of his ears. And so, yeah, it was just very sad, very sad. So they escaped. And then something else happened. And I cannot remember what happened at the end of the show to save. Oh. I remember what happened at the end of the show. They go into the house because obviously Kate is telling him, like, yo, I think my mom's fiance has something to do with it. And they're walking through the house. And Clint now has his, he can now hear stuff. But apparently he ain't hearing that fiance tiptoeing. Man pulled out a weapon on him and was like, where you going? What y'all doing up in this house? And so that's how the episode ends. And I stayed after the credits and there was nothing after the credits. So now next episode we have to see like, yo, what's going on? I really have no clue like where this show is going. Like we only have 3 episodes left. I don't know if it's getting picked up for a season 2. I really don't understand because Tracksuit Mafia feels like the only reason they put Tracksuit Mafia in there was for the ability to kind of start this whole Echo series. So why are they in there? I don't really know. Besides the whole Ronin thing, like, and to start another episode. But it doesn't feel like they have anything to do with Kate's mom's fiance and the whole conspiracy around that. It doesn't seem connected. Now, I did see like a little fan theory that Fisk is the uncle of Tracksuit Mafia. Doesn't really make sense to me as someone that did not read that comic. Does not make sense to me because of the fact that Fisk is a lot more buttoned up, This man's making omelets. You know, he's got the suit. I don't think he would want anybody wearing a tracksuit underneath him. That's just not his look. But, you know, like I said, didn't read the comments. Maybe it is. But obviously, it would be cool to see Daredevil from Netflix Marvel's Daredevil in there. Like, if there's a Daredevil crossover, I will flip out. I'm talking about flip out. But yeah. Anyway, did y'all watch the episode? Did y'all have the same feelings I had when you saw the ball pit? No? Yes? Let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what your theories are about who Uncle is. Because like I said, they just said Uncle. And, you know, what's going on with this whole fiance business. And because, you know, we don't need that kind of drama in our lives. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.